day, everyone. My name is Olokunsho Oluwafunmi, and I am here to oppose the motion which states that men are better leaders than women. Before I begin, I would like you all in this gathering to pause and think: what truly makes a great leader? Is it muscles? Is it their pride, or is it their ability to stand and lead others with great impact and intelligence? Today, we all know that we are surrounded by men, by male leaders, but that doesn't mean that female leaders doesn't perform well equally, just as male leaders do. Before I proceed, I would like to give respect to whom respect is due. Good day, panel of judges, timekeeper, my co-debaters, and my ever-attentive audience. As I said before, my name is Olosho Oluwafunmi. Here are my points to oppose this motion. Firstly, men, firstly, leadership is defined by competence, not chromosomes. Co- Leadership is not defined by biology. It's actually defined by ability. Men, if leadership were defined by gender, then men will have been men will have been better at leading.
Malala Yousafzai. He was a person, he was a great man who risked his life to save a lot of people. Like for example, he was one that gave an advocacy for girls' education. Unlike women now, a woman will not be able to sacrifice his or herself for other people. For example, like the Malala Yousafzai that I said earlier, he was a person who sacrificed his own life against assassination and he was a Nobel laureate. So, and I would like to end this with a quote. And this quote says, Thomas Carlyle said, and I quote, a great man does not live in vain, but the history of the world is but the biography of a great man. Once again, my name is Dola Michelle. With this point of my
Begin, and I just strongly oppose the motion which says male leaders are better than female leaders. So, both what my colleagues have said, um, male female leaders are transformational leaders than personal ones, while some male leaders focus on authority and control. Women leaders aim to inspire and transform our environment. A good example is Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Just as my colleague has said, she's Director General of the World Trade Organization and former Minister of Finance in Nigeria. She used her intelligence and strategy to restructure Nigeria's debt system and promote economic stability in the country. That's the true leadership in action. Secondly, when female leaders will often lead through inclusive and cooperation. Modern leadership is about working with others, not ruling over them. um, Women aim to listen better, value diverse opinions, and even build teamwork. A good example is Amina Mohammed. She was Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations, and she um, she was Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations, and she successfully brought different countries to discuss global problems such as climate change and even poverty. Um, her inclusive style shows that women's leadership promotes unity rather than division. Additionally, um, women also are also excellent crisis managers. When there is a problem in the country, um, wo- women tend to fix the problem quietly and strategically. Let's say, for example, the late Dora Akunyili, she was the Director General of NAFDAC. Even though she faced threats and oppositions in the country, yet she never gave up. She stood for us during the national crisis in Nigeria and make sure that everything was fine. Thank you.
Daniel. And a lot of these experts have disputed over this topic that says men are better leaders than women. And I am here to contrapropose the motion. My name is William Zengin. Firstly, more men are often more less emotional than women, which helps them to take rational and objective decisions. However, men possess greater physical strength than the women, and this is an advantage in commanding the role of leadership that requires endurance and resistance.
Speaker here, we have Mr. Akitoye Ola.
Permit me to stand on the listing protocol. My name is Dimitri Ibrahim from SSP, the State of Hamburg International School. I'm standing on this beautiful podium to propose the motion that says men are better leaders than women in this society. But I'm standing on this podium not to downfall the women or to downgrade them, but to tell you facts that are related to the biological and the societal pattern of society at large. But first, who is a leader? I would love to answer this question with a code, with a definition given by John Maxwell. He said, leaders is a person who knows the way, goes the way, and shows people the way. Firstly, what are the qualities of a leader? The qualities of a leader has endurance. As a leader, you must have high rate of endurance. You must pay your time. Leadership is not just about intelligence. It's about stamina. It's about strength. It's about the ability to work faster. It's about the ability to accomplish tasks and a lot of things. Another quality is risk taking. A leader is expected to take risk at any point in time through difficult time and a lot of time. According to research made by the psychological scientists of the Cambridge University, they said, according to their reviews in the recent year, they said men have high intelligence men have high responsibility to take risk than the women. These are necessary traits to control the politics, to control the economy, to control the religion, education, and all aspects of leadership in the world. When the world was at the edge of crisis, when the world was at the edge of falling down, it is men, period after period, it is men who have laid themselves down, who have brought themselves forward just to lead us, just to lead us to the right way. Just lead us to the right way. Should we talk about the religion? Is it Islamic or the Christians or the traditional or the tradition? In the Christian, we have Jesus. Jesus is a male figure. Should we talk about Adam and Eve? God, in the Bible, God said God created heaven and earth. He created the earth and everything. He created Adam. From Adam, why did he create Adam? He created Adam to lead, to name, to do a lot of things. Should we check the Islamic role model and figure is the Muhammad, is the male. Should we take the traditionalists have a lot of prominent male leaders society. Should we talk about the Ogun, Ṣàngó, Ọ̀rúnmìlà, Ọbàtálá, and a lot of things. Should we move forward? Leaders are not just proven, they are proven by result and a lot of things. Should we go to the economy? When I mention people like Bill Gates, Bernard Arnault, Elon Musk, a lot of people. Should we go to the politics? We have Abraham Lincoln, we have George Washington, and a lot of people. With this project program, I hope I've been able to convince and not to convince you.
So now, talking to the last person from supporting side.
Standing on the existing protocol, my name is Nicole. I'm here to strongly oppose the motion that states that men are more better leaders than women. Over the years, the belief that men are more better leaders than women is outdated, and not only as outdated but completely false. To start with, women lead with long-term thinking. Research shows us that women leaders focus more on sustainability and future generations, and not just short-term success. For example, women in politics and businesses tends to focus more on education, healthcare, and environmental protection.
Here are my points. Firstly, women have demonstrated exceptional leadership skills,
exceptional leadership skills such as emotional intelligence and ability to unite. A study MC Kingsley found that companies with women on their leadership roles have perform better financially and have better corporate governance.
For this week is the supporting group.